I noticed that.
And it was too much for my nerves.
Yeah, it felt like a first time cut again with the edges because I had to kind of get them established again.
I know it.
Lawn family, welcome back to another video. So you guys probably saw from the title that I was fired by one of my clients. Before I tell you what happened, just let me say this. If and when, because it's gonna happen, somebody will fire you, you will lose clients. Guys, do not get discouraged. If you lose a client, it should motivate you to pick up 2 more or 3 more. It's gonna happen in this line of business. Do not get discouraged. You have to keep pushing and just keep growing your business. So this is a new client of mine. I just picked her up this season, and the reason she let me go is due to budget cuts. Sometimes this happened, guys. She needed to cut back on her budget and her payments. So she went with a cheaper service. And just let me say this, I take pride in my work, guys. And I set my prices where I set them for a reason. Because when I drop that trailer gate, you're gonna get a quality service. It's gonna look good every time I cut it. And you have to pay for that. So therefore, she let me go for a cheaper guy. That's the reason why she let me go. So last night about 5:30, 6 o'clock, I get a call, and it's from her. And she told me that she wants me to come back. And I'm gonna show you guys why. Like I said, I take pride in my work, man. There's certain things that I do at every property. Like I always blow the AC units off. I make sure that I get the grass that's growing inside of the cracks. Shout out to Blaze of Grass Lawn Care. I was talking to Johnny and we kind of talked about this a little bit. But that's one thing that I hit, man. All the cracks that's growing in the grass, I hit that. Flower beds, I touch up on flower beds, that sort of thing. It's just a small thing, blowing off the trash cans, because you don't, after you done came and mowed, you don't want your clients to have to touch a trash can that's full with grass, you know. So after you done shot it all over there. So that's one thing that I always do. I blow off the trash can. So I feel like it's the small things, man, that separate me from those other guys. And I might not be as big as those other guys, but the quality of the work is gonna be legit. And I know this because I've worked with some of those bigger companies, and I've seen where they cut corners versus what I would do. So quality, man, is everything. So when she called me last night, we was just talking, man. We had a conversation, and she told me everything that the previous guy was not doing. He was not hitting inside of the flower beds like I was doing, just because it'll look bad if it's not done. You know what I'm saying? You got the grass cut, everything is laid, and then you got weeds growing inside the flower bed. To me, that's just tacky, and that's just something that I don't do. So it's just the small things, man, and I feel that separates me, my company, Turfs Up, from some of those other guys. So guys, just make sure, man, you take pride in your work. If you're out here, you should be out here with a purpose, man, and you should make sure that all of your yards look good. That's what I'm striving for. So just let me say this, man, and I'm gonna get to it. Quality, guys, quality. If you do quality work, you do good work, people will notice and you will get calls back. I promise. You'll get calls back for the right reasons and not the wrong reasons. So just keep that in mind, man, when you're out there cutting and you're out there mowing. Or as anybody that's just starting off, man, make sure you take pride in your work and just do a good job, man. You do a good job, people will take notice to that, to some of the other companies versus you. And like I said, she let me go just because of pricing. My pricing was up here and he was down here. I'm not gonna say what I'm charging for this yard, but he was $10 cheaper than what I was doing. So that just lets you know, guys. But it's all in the work, man. It's all in the quality of the work. So just do good work, man. Do good work. See how overgrown this is? Every time, man, I would come and I would smooth it out. And you could tell that he wasn't even touching it. wasn't even touching it. Honestly, man, it won't take that long. Take 2 seconds to hit that. I know some guys will probably charge more just for touching inside the flower beds, but when it's something like that, I gotta knock it down. Cause it looks bad, man. Just imagine the grass being cut, and then you got all these weeds growing up inside the flower beds. Small things, guys. Small things. Here's what I mentioned earlier. Always blow off your AC units, downspouts, trash cans, patio furniture, those sorts of things. It makes it look a lot cleaner. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I noticed that.
And it was too much for my nerves.
Yeah, it felt like a first time cut again with the edges, because I had to kind of get them established again.
I know it. And see that right there, to me, it's worth the extra, because he would know it. It was only like $10 less. I would rather be happy and smile to pay you that extra just for your skills in how you do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Especially the edging up and stuff.
Definitely.
So I'm good with that.
Okay.
And if you if you have any, when you're doing people's yards, they should appreciate what you do.
Definitely.
And if you want to, you can refer them to call me, and I'll tell them, well, Chris
good.
does a really good job, I don't mind paying him a fair price for his good work.
Yes, ma'am. That sounds good.
Because sometimes when you may get something cheaper, and it may not be
necessarily what you want.
Exactly.
Definitely.
I appreciate it a lot. And I am eventually going to get